Welcome to the Smart Health Information Solutions Appointment and e-consultation demonstration of SmartHIS's messaging system component. SmartHIS has dedicated itself to build a software that has made it so that anyone who has the technology is able to set up in-person or virtual appointments. Through our software, patients can immediately seek healthcare services, note their symptoms, and receive care quickly. Overall, providing better healthcare services, saving lives. Now, as our system ages, improvements and add-ons are to be made. One of the main goals of our system is to have effortless and efficient communication between the patient and clinical staff. So, SmartHIS has developed a main and real-time messaging system components to fulfill this goal. This demo will not fully detail all the working components of this particular system, but rather be focused on providing an overview of the main messaging components the system provides. Our messaging system has two main components. The overall messaging system, which is designed to have an efficient and effective communication between patients and healthcare services, and a real-time chat service enabling patients to receive proper care and service ASAP. So one of our components is the main email messaging component. Now the goal of this component is to have efficient and effective communication between patients. This type of communication or messaging is specifically designed for long and lengthy inquiries, answers, and large attachments. It can also just be the patient's personal preference to use this form of communication. Overall, this form follows a basic email structure. This is the main landing page for the main email messaging component. This is what the patient will see on their device in order to communicate through the email component provided. The outline follows a similar outline and face as a regular email app would on the phone. This screen has three separate tabs: an inbox, sent, and create message. Now the patient can click on the inbox tab from the main landing page and be brought to the inbox messaging page. To differentiate between old, viewed, and unviewed mail, there is a difference in opacity of such messages. Messages that have yet to be viewed or have been marked as unread will be highlighted and presented in a brighter white color, which immediately calls the user's attention. The patient user is also able to see who sent the message, the subject line of the message, and the timestamp the message was sent, as well as any indication if any attachments were included. On the message landing page, the inbox page, and sent mail page, the user can see compose message or create message. And through that, they will be able to create a message from virtually every page. The patient is able to compose or create a message from the main message landing page, the inbox page, and or the sent mail page. When the user is composing a message, they won't be directly taken to a separate web page, but rather a pop-up, which will take up to 75% of the screen display, where their proposed draft can be viewed. The draft outline will follow the generic formatting of regular drafts. From emailing software, it will include the patient's email, the healthcare provided contact email, the subject line, attachments, and a message box. Most of the items required in order to send an email are usually automated or provide a drop-down menu. So for a subject line, the user is able to distinguish a subject line through a drop-down menu, but if there is something specific that they want to include in the subject line, they can manually include it. If the patient or clinical staff need to add any attachments, which are pictures of documents, they can do so. Once they click on the attachments icon, they will be brought to this page where they can choose photos. They can take a photo and select the photos that they would like to send. In the main email messaging component, there is a message box. This is where the patient or the user will dedicate most of their content to. This will contain all important information, any inquiries, any follow-ups, etc. Once the message has been compiled, the patient can send the message. Before the message is sent, the user is provided with a disclaimer, notifying them that they are giving consent to engage in care-related communications. A green bar will provide a notification that a message has been successfully sent. Once the message has been successfully sent, it will appear on the user's sent page. The patient or the clinical staff can click on their email and see the message that they have sent. Alongside the main messaging mail, SmartHIS also has real-time chat. This method of communication is designed for the patient to get answers fast and healthcare providers to provide information quickly and effectively. It is essentially a text messaging system that is available on the landing page, taking up minimal space, allowing the patient or user to be able to complete other tasks while receiving care. Now, before the user can engage in real-time chatting, they must be signed in. Once again, real-time chatting can occur on the main landing page, and it only takes up a small portion of the screen so that the patient or clinical staff can be doing other tasks or walking through a process as they are talking to a physician. The patient is prompted to register or log in before actually engaging in real-time chatting. The main page for the patient shows all prevalent information. Also, the ability to look up other users and begin chatting. The user's name is presented at the top, and they are able to use the search bar to search up professionals they would like to talk to. To initiate a chat, the user simply searches up the person they would like to talk to and be able to see their profile, click on it, and begin conversing. The user searches up another user based on keywords and is given a drop-down of people to chat with. The user can click on any person's profile and send a message to them. A chat history is saved the moment a user sends a message. Only the most recent message from either party will show up on the user's portal. Through the real-time chat services, all chats are saved. Chats can be deleted from the user's account but will be stored to a backlog. After 30 days, the backlog will delete the conversation. Before deleting a chat, the user will be prompted with a disclaimer notifying them of this action. As long as the conversation is in the backlog, it can still be accessed if needed. That is the conclusion to the e-consultation demonstration of SmartHIS's messaging system component. Once again, this is not a full demonstration that goes into the depth of all the working components. If you would like to see a demonstration of all working components that make this system work the way it does, feel free to contact us and we will be happy to provide that to you. Thank you.